Hello everybody, it's your boy Pyrotechnic and I'm back with a brand new video. I just want to say congratulations to everybody that's graduating this year, whether it be high school, 8th grade, 5th grade, college. I want to send a special shout out to my friend Solomon. Congratulations to him for graduating Texas Tech University today with the Bachelor's of Science and Media degree. I am so very proud, and I really appreciate what he has done for me in my life. Solomon has been my friend for 16 years now. Met in 2007 at Cockrell Hill Elementary School. And the first time we met, it wasn't so polite. We met at the PTA meeting, and I was laughing while Miss Newton, our 3rd grade teacher, was telling him all the wrong he was doing in the classroom. Solomon's dad caught me and told Solomon, that boy laughing at you, and he was pointing right at me. But one of my other friends in Miss Newton's class was Xavier, and he all brought us together. Me, Dolores, Solomon, and him, while doing quilts on the floor in Mrs. Newton's 3rd grade 3A class. I am so very proud to be a friend, and I am very honored to have been around so many good people throughout my whole life. I felt like this was destined to happen, and I cherish those memories, those beautiful moments, the great time we used to have, the lunches, which, oh, by the way, Solomon never got into the cafeteria line. He would always bring his lunch to school every single day. And I used to annoy Solomon because every time he would bring his lunch, he would always have an oatmeal cream pie. And I would always beg for that sweet, delicious, smelling good oatmeal cream pie. And I had always begged for people's food. My friend Jackson, his dad would bring him McDonald's. This is when I used to eat McDonald's. I would always beg for some of his McDonald's fries. And he's like, man, here. And then Dolores used to have those Oreo cookies, and I used to beg for those too. I'm like, can I have one? Can I have two? And he was like, here. And I used to beg, bro. Like, I just wanted some food. You know, I'm hungry. Give me something to eat. Feed me food. But no, seriously, we had such a great time. I just can't believe it, man. We graduated 5th grade, May 28th, 2010, which is going to be 13 years this year. 13 years since we graduated elementary school. I vividly remember that same day that we walked in McCowan Middle School for our 5th grade graduation. That was actually the last time that I actually saw Dolores and Solomon and Jackson all together. That was the last time we was all together. Yeah, because middle school, we had all broken up. We split it. I went to, well, me and Solomon actually went to Hampton Preparatory for about 4 or 5 months in 2010, around like August or September 2010. And then Dolores ended up going to DeSoto West. Then this is where everything bad started to happen. We had transferred from Hampton Preparatory. I had went to DeSoto East Middle School. And Solomon ended up going to West with Dolores. And I don't know what happened to Jackson. I think Jackson went to McCowan. But yeah, I was just so disappointed. And that was during 2011. That was in 2011. Because I remember when we was getting ready to leave Hampton Preparatory in early part of 2011, around January, February of that year. And I remember asking my parents, can y'all get me in DeSoto West? Because I want to be around my friends from elementary school. And they said, we tried, but the address doesn't match with the school's P.O. box or something like that. And I was just deflated, man. I was just really, really sad. And, you know, I had to make new friends. 6th grade year was just a very chaotic year. I had Mr. Sinney. He was my 6th grade math teacher. Miss Lindsay was my 6th grade science teacher. Mrs. Pratt was my world history teacher, 6th grade. Mrs. Gardner was my 6th grade reading teacher, who also was my reading teacher during summer school in 2009. 5th grade summer school of 2000. That's the same summer when, was that 4th grade? No, 4th grade or 5th grade? I think that was, that was 4th grade. I think that was 4th grade summer. I think that was 4th grade summer when she taught us. But yeah, I had seen her at, she had taught us actually at Cockrell Hill during that summer school. That was actually a fun, I ain't gonna lie, summer school was pretty cool in elementary school, because I don't know, it just felt like something that you do to get out the house. It was kind of cool. I mean, it was just like it was basically like summer camp, really, because you only did what, 2 or 3 weeks of summer school. And yeah, but anyway, let's keep going on with the story. So yeah, 6th grade year was crazy. I remember we would always bring our Beyblades and stuff to school. I was at East, he was at West. I really didn't get a chance to hang out with them that much because we kind of ended up losing contact. But me and Solomon kept in contact, but I tried to keep in contact with Dolores, but, you know, a lot of his parents was, like, always moving around. Like, his dad, Mr. Montgomery, like, he would always, like, keep moving around. Like, he was the type of guy that would always travel from city to city, and because he was always working, you know, and always be moving around, and, you know, because he was, like, in development or something like that. Like, he was a real big businessman. And 7th grade year, it's probably the best year in middle school era for me. 7th grade was pretty cool. I mean, it was a pretty cool year. Very laid back, very chill. The teachers were pretty decent. The only thing I didn't like about that year was eating lunch so late. We didn't eat lunch till like 1:15, 1 o'clock, bro, 1 p.m. Bro, I'd be starving by the time lunch come around. I used to hate it. We would be in Miss Buchanan. Yeah, we would be in Miss Buchanan's class too. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, can we go to lunch already? I'm freaking starving, man. Like, I would have to bring a freaking lunch. Freaking snack just to nibble on while my gut is just freaking growling. Like, I feel like my stomach is inside my intestines. Like, I used to be so hungry. And 8th grade was one of my worst years. I think 8th grade is up there with, 5th grade was pretty bad. I didn't like Mr. Mitchell. 8th grade, Mr. Muniz. 8th grade year, that was a crazy year. Didn't really like that year. They jumped me from my phone after school in the restroom. And I had to get my phone back. I had to tell the principal, man, because I don't like that, bro. Like, 8th grade was just a crazy year. And I think we had a food fight that year, which was crazy because we actually had one in 6th grade and Hampton Preparatory at the old school, man, food fights be so crazy because you don't know who is throwing what. You don't know what you're going to get hit with. It could be an apple. It could be some pizza. It can be some milk. It could be anything. But I miss those Rice Krispie treats, man, with that white milk. Oh, they used to be so good. Now I can't even eat. I can't even drink milk no more because my stomach could be tripping. But we graduated. As a matter of fact, we coming up on 10 years of graduating middle school for me and him. May 28th, 2013 will be 10 years that I've graduated 8th grade. Ain't that something how my 5th grade graduation and 8th grade graduation both fell on May 28th for some reason. 3 years apart. 5th grade, May 28th, 2010. 8th grade, May 28th, 2013. I remember that day when we graduated 8th grade. That was a good walk. Man, I remember that night too. That was 10 years ago. A decade ago. That is crazy. Gosh, time just flies, man. And then high school. Dun 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 dun. High school was okay. It was kind of weird though because freshman year, 9th grade year was just like 6th grade year to me. I feel like freshman year at high school was, I kind of feel like you was much more prepared for freshman year in high school than you were being 6th grade in middle school. Because technically, in elementary school, when you leave 5th grade, going to 6th grade is a big wake-up call. Like, in elementary school, we didn't use those combination locks and lockers and stuff. 6th grade, bro, I got hit with a bang. I didn't even know how to use my combination locks at all. And I never used them. And I was just always perplexed by, middle school and high school. High school, you was a little bit more prepared. 9th grade, really, it was a little bit of a wake-up call, but it wasn't that big. I mean, 9th grade, you can kind of because 8th grade was technically the brunt of the whole freshman year work. 9th grade year, we had to work on geometry, algebra 1, basic biology, world history, English 2 or English 1, and gym or ROTC. I had ROTC, so yeah. Freshman year was just different because I was at Wilma Hutchins High School. Well, yeah, I was at Wilma Hutchins High School. That was 2013, August of 2013. Then going to 2014, I had left Wilma Hutchins after that 1 year. Then I went to Trinity Christian School. Or was it that same? Did I go as a freshman in Trinity? Or was I a sophomore? No, I was a sophomore in Trinity, I believe. Because that first year I went to Wilma Hutchins, I was a freshman. In 2014, I was at Trinity Christian School, which was a pretty good school. Good Bible school. I had a chance to play football there, and I said no. In that same year, I said no, they won the state championship. I was so mad because I could have been a kicker or something. You know what I'm saying? I was just really mad. And Solomon and them at that time wasn't even around. Solomon was at DeSoto High School. Dolores had moved to Austin or something like that. And, Jackson, he was at DeSoto High School. I lost a lot of my elementary school friends. I literally had no elementary school friends with me in high school. The only person that I Brenda Lynn, she was in Miss Newton's 3rd grade class with me, and she was at Crossroads Academy with me during my junior year at school. I guess you could say her, because I remember her in Miss Newton's class, and I kind of had a crush on Brenda Lynn. But yeah, I guess you could say she was the only one that I knew from elementary school at the time, high school. But, you know, high school was just really crazy because, but I ain't gonna lie, Crossroads Academy was fun because we would always go outside and play football, play basketball. They ordered lunches for us from McDonald's, from Wendy's, you know, Whataburger, Burger King, different fast food sites like that. And it was pretty decent. I mean, it wasn't the best food, but we still had a good time. But that school sometimes get buck wild. You would think this was a Pump It Up or Chuck E. Cheese or something. The way them kids was running around up in that school. I mean, goodness gracious. How can you learn up in there with all these people just doing whatever they want to do? You know, but I mean, sometimes the kids will be good. You know, when we go on field trips to medieval times, Adventure Landing, Celebration Station, Dave and Buster's, all those good old places that we used to go. But I can honestly say this. To graduate high school is a phenomenal feat, but to graduate college is an even formidable thing to do. It is really, really hard to graduate college, especially at a big university. So many things that you have to put in place. So much work piled up on you that you have to do. In a certain amount of time, those professors give you so much, and that you have a set date, which might be in that same week, to finish and pass those assignments back into the professor. You have so much to accomplish, yet you're still young and learning. But also, you are trying to get that degree in order to do that job or that career at an easier pace. With somebody like me who has a high school diploma, in which in reality, a lot of jobs don't really require a degree, but you need a high school diploma in order to get a job or a GED, right? So I just want to say this. Congratulations to all the graduates this year. I can't believe all the kids that were born in 2005 who are 18 this year are graduating high school. My goodness. I was born in 98. Those kids are only 7 years younger than me, and they're graduating high school. That is unbelievable. Time is just flying by so very fast, man. Woo! Boy, I tell you, man, just wow. Because it all just seems like it was just yesterday. You know, it just seems like it was just yesterday that we was walking across that stage, getting that diploma. Or we was also in class, goofing around, doing our work, acting like class clowns. We had so much fun. And I am so very appreciated, thankful for each and every one that I've met in my life. And that's over probably 1 million or 2 million people. Because I have been around the block. And no, I ain't talking about shooting dice or selling drugs. But I've been around school since I was in 2003, 2004 school year. Been to school with my mom a couple times during kindergarten and 1st grade and 2nd grade at BF Durrell near the Veterans Hospital in Dallas, Texas, which is now the Barack Obama Fellowship Leadership Academy. But I just want to say this. I'm so thankful for each and every one of y'all. May God bless, continue to protect and watch over your families. By the way, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers and grandmothers and aunts and out there, the sisters that, you know, Happy Mother's Day.